Today on Dirt Floor Garage, I know it's under Mad S. Hansen, but I don't know how to change it to the other. But we're called Dirt Floor Garage. Anyways, today we're going to work on a little bit of something here on this here truck here. This is Wilma. It's my 1963 F-250 unibody. Nothing real special. So I can get this hood open here with one hand. Okay. Right there is fuel pump. I don't know if you can see the canister or not. Canister's right. Well, just trust me, it's got a canister. That canister has a filter in it. We think it's plugged. Either the canister, the filter's plugged, or the fuel pump is not working. Either way, it's not pumping fuel. So what we've done right here is an electric fuel pump for a Carter. I've heard good things about them. Got it hooked up right there to the line from the tank here and to the carburetor. And before you say that it's too far from the tank, it actually will gravity feed that far up. I actually had fuel coming out of it, so the tank will gravity feed to the pump. It doesn't have to pull anything. I can guarantee that if I cracked that line right now, there would be fuel come out of it. It's good, so I don't have to worry about that. And I have it low enough to where it'll pull it up and push whatever it needs to do. What I need to do today, well, I need to build. I've actually built it underneath here where the tank is, which the tank is right here. It comes down here underneath in this area. Hello there. There is along the rail where the line goes. I'm going to put in a ball valve and another filter, so that whenever I want to switch over from the electric to the manual, because I do want to be able to do that. The electric, I'm just putting it on now to get it going, and I'm going to keep it on there to use if I'm running and the manual fuel pump craps out on me. All I have to do is switch over and I can run the electric. It's not a permanent solution. It's a way to keep me going if I need to, is what it is. So I've already, I'll see if I can do this with one hand. All right. Right here, right there is the fuel line for the manual fuel pump. So I'm carrying it with me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've built, and we're going to work up a switch, because one thing I do need right now is a switch to turn the pump on and off. I don't want it to work with the ignition because it's not going to be a permanent pump. It's only going to when I need it. So I'm looking at putting a switch right here, so I can turn the electric pump on or off. Okay. This is my contraption that I'm putting on the gas tank. It consists of a ball valve so I can shut off the fuel, a filter that'll be before the electric fuel pump, or in this case before either fuel pump. So once it warms up, I'll be installing that. But that's all it is I don't remember what size tubing, but I bought a tubing from the auto parts store. Boom, some hose clamps. The ball valve, I came from plumbing. It's a 3/8 nipple and a 1/4 inch valve. Maybe it's a 1/4 inch nipple. But nipple with some thread lock, valve, another nipple, so that way I can hook on my hoses. And of course the little cheapo filter. And then there. I'll have to cut back the hard line some, because the hard line I've I'll have maybe about this much from here to here. So I'll have to cut back quite a bit to fit all this in there, because as you can see, there's quite a bit to this. So that's one part of it for the fuel. And I will probably drain the tank. There's not but a couple of gallons, so I'll probably pop that off, put a hose on there, and then drain the tank into the gas can. This here is a switch. It's light switch. That's what it's supposed to do for the car I have. It's a light switch for a car I have. I fixed the thing. See all these little connections. I got to figure out which one works when it's out like this. There's off when it's all the way out, because you have boom. There's park, and then there's lights. And I figure out which one works what. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my multimeter, putting it on ohms. Well, that you'll just have to hear, because I won't be able to see it. And I've got some alligator leads onto my leads of the multimeter. I've got an ohms. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the one I need. Okay. So I already did this off camera. So right there, and I believe right there. Okay, so as you can see, right there, and then okay, so those are the two I need. Then you grab a red Solo cup, which in this case happens to have two terminals. One more check. Okay. And now I've got my switch. Once again, let's check this. It's exactly what I want. So now I have my switch. I'll drill a hole in that little, there's a little block off plate. I'm not taking that plate off. I'll just drill a hole in it, remove the switch like I had it before. I will push the little button back here, remove this, insert that, and I'll be upside down with that. Hook up my wires. Here's the wiring diagram. Forgive the crudeness. Here's the wiring diagram that I've drawn. I'll switch you around so I can do that. Okay, as you see, here will be the switch. It'll come from the battery to the switch, then from the switch to the pump, positive side. Then the negative side of the pump will either go back to the battery, or I can just ground it to the frame. And that's what I'm doing with the switch and my device. I won't be doing anything today. It's cold. When it warms up, I'll be out there working on that and getting that installed. But I am looking forward to getting that pump hooked up and seeing what I can do. Lots of projects on the place to do. Looking forward to it. Have a good one. This is Dirt Floor Garage saying